Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and I'm gonna keep the intro of this video quite short and to the point. So today we're gonna be talking about how I was able to sell at least seven to $800,000 worth of products in a product-based business, and how I used the strength of social media to my advantage, and how I was able to basically sell all those things, right? So this is gonna be a really chill video. I have my car parked up, and we're gonna get a cold can of Red Bull going along with it, right? So that was a satisfying sound. So to firstly start off with the video, I would like to point out a few obvious things. uh, Whenever you're building a business, be it any business, be it a service based business, product based business, whatever it is, you need to be able to get yourself out there to the customer, right? So that's the main thing. So let's say if you have a service based business, you have a really good service, but if you're not able to make the customer aware about your really good service and all the potential benefits and the help that you can offer to that particular client, that service is of no use. So that's where marketing basically comes in, right? Now, there's been a lot of traditional ways of marketing, like newspapers, flyers, billboards, and all those other things. That's why a lot of beginners tend to think that you can't really do marketing when you're just starting out on a tight budget. Well, guys, here's how I was able to sell seven to $800,000 worth of products in a product-based business with zero marketing budget, and I slowly increased my marketing budget as I made my money. So I basically started off with $0, and I basically reinvested whatever money I made with that business in paid marketing as well, and how that helped me out as well. So the first point is going to be utilizing both long form and short form content. Now, I don't know about you guys, but any service based business or product based business can use a lot of help from YouTube. Now, if you have a product, you can make long form videos about how and why you're the best seller of that particular product, and why you're the best pick in terms of quality, pricing, value for money, and all those other sort of things. And if you have a service, you can basically make videos about the service, and you can basically give free tips about that service. For example, let's say I have a window cleaning business, right? So I would just make a lot of videos about window cleaning, and what materials to use for window cleaning and all those other things, right? So basically educate the consumer about your particular service, and then at the end plug yourself as the best person to help with that service. For example, you can just end the video with saying that, but hey, if you don't have a lot of time on your hands to clean all your windows, you can just hire some really good professional window cleaners like us, and then you can basically promote your company as well. Now, here's this one video I made when I started out my furniture business. This one video I made about my factory, and how I basically manufacture our furniture, right? And that video got 32,000 views, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it got me a lot of business, okay? Because people just wanted to see how those things were being made, and they basically saw the process and the manufacturer, and so they felt very confident in connecting with us for their furniture requirements. Now, that's one point I would like to share, and the second one will be being omnipresent, right? So you see, there's a lot of ways to promote your business in today's world. There's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, a few more B2B platforms like IndiaMart if you're in India, and I'm pretty sure there's some other alternatives outside of India for IndiaMart as well. But see, these platforms are really useful because you can basically reach different audiences in all of these platforms. For example, on YouTube, you're going to reach both some middle-age, some older people, and some young generation as well. On Instagram, you're going to find a lot of young Gen Z and millennials. On Facebook, you're going to find your older audience. So depending on what product or service you sell, you can select a platform that's going to be your main platform, the driving force, but you have to be omnipresent. That means you have to be present on all other platforms as well. So you have to basically keep showing up in people's feed, right? You have to be basically keep being present again and again and again. You have to keep popping up in their feed and everything. So that's how you get really good marketing. And the third one is going to be basically making really good content. So for content, what you can do is basically you can just look up some more YouTube channels of your competitors, right? Some of your best competitors, the ones that have the most crazy following and everything. And you can just look up their YouTube and their Instagram and look at what they're doing and how they're making their own content and videos, and just basically copy and paste that. Okay, now I know that doesn't sound like the best strategy, but hey, if it's already working for someone, I guess it's the best thing that you can just go try it out. Or you can make some interesting concept ideas for content of your own brand as well, right? So basically you have to study all your competition and just basically go for their throat, right? So you have to study your competition very well. You have to see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. You have to analyze those things, and you have to just do it better than they are doing it, right? So just look out for your competition. Always remember, competition is always a good thing, never a bad thing. More competition always attracts more business, right? If it's a red ocean, it's red for a reason. Focus a lot on content creation, because I cannot stress this enough. Content creation has helped me out tons in my business journey. It's been one of the most driving factors. And guys, I haven't even blown up on social media, and I'm still able to get business through social media. So it doesn't take 1 million views or 1 billion views to make some money out of social media, right? So yeah, that's some of the points that I wanted to highlight. And of course, when you're building content, make sure that you do your personal branding just right. For example, if you can look at Iman Ghazi, he's basically built a personal brand that's so strong that whenever people think about SMMA or marketing agencies, they think of Iman Ghazi, right? So make sure to build a good personal brand, so that people remember you for you, and people come to your store or check out your services because it's you, right? So sort of become a local celebrity, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I hope you guys get the point. So yeah, personal branding is very important, marketing is very important, social media is very important. Now these are just a few gist or maybe the glimpse of the things that I've used to grow my business. And if you guys want more detailed videos on each of these subjects and more detailed strategies of how exactly you can use these points and how exactly you can make your content and find content ideas and all those things, you can definitely drop a comment. And I hope this video has been really helpful for you guys. So yeah, I did not plan this video out. I was just going out for a chill drive, and I thought about making this video, and I really hope you guys found this helpful. Follow me on my Instagram if you want to connect or want to ask me any other questions regarding business, mindset, motivation, any of those things, right? And I'll see you guys in the next one.